Welcome to Cabin Fever for Death from Overhead Press, that is. Overhead press absolutely murdering me this fourth Cabin Fever session here, diving deep into the volume overhead. Oh my god, did this start off bad and just go even worse? Talk about a number of different failures here, both on my part and on my part again. Just so many things, from having bad lifter habits kick in to just so many factors: recovery, not paying attention to rest, distractions, all sorts of things. And that can really play games with how well you perform here. And this is just 155 pounds. Not very much. My best ever was 225. And not happening, as you can tell. Way off. 12 total at 155 and 3 max rep sets. Of course, holding back off actual failure, keeping 1 to 2 in the tank here. And not wanting to push actual failure on any of these compound movements, especially when they're loaded into the T1 or the T2. And that's what you're seeing here is the T2A push press following up the incline. This push press went not so bad. I decreased the intensity from what I had previously expected based on my overhead press performance. Did the same here with the incline. And with push press, it was a little bit more appropriate. However, with incline, I feel that I decreased it down a little bit too much. My reps got a little bit insane from here on out. I mean, some movements, yeah, some other ones not so much. But in the general sense, that T1 went god-awful. I basically let my emotions get to me, made some bad decisions, and added way too many exercises and way too many reps and killed myself on this overhead press day. That's one of the problems of not having a plan that's written down that you can stick to. You're accountable to this plan. When you don't have that, sometimes you make bad decisions. Even at my level, I'm trying to come back. Been detrained, basically moved for a month straight. Ridiculous, just way too much. And in that process, my disloyal triceps decided to check out, and a lot of my upper body strength has straight up disappeared. Some lower body squat specific strength has disappeared as well, but I think that's more of a training and frequency and a movement pattern thing. Got a little bit of a back thing going on right now due to the move. Thanks, move. But it's all good. We're coming back strong. This is a good example of a way to work on your mobility and stability. Those landmine presses, trying to stabilize the core, and then doing the same thing here with the behind the neck press, trying to improve my shoulder mobility, which is pretty bad, but it's not horrible. And I got away from doing these for way too long, so I'm showing you this movement because it's one that many say you should not do at all. Baloney. Do the behind the neck press if you have the mobility, and if it doesn't hurt you, you can progressively load this very, very incrementally, especially if you got micro plates, I guess. I mean, but whatever, I would just add extra collars rather than spend money on those things. Tangent aside, let's continue. This is a superset showing you wrapping up this training session with some more stability and mobility focused exercises. Here, trying to dial in my unilateral pressing strength and stability. This does require a whole lot of that core, some people call it trunk, abdominal, whatever word you want to apply to the section below your armpits and above your knees. That area there, yeah, that's the part that this kind of stuff helps stabilize. There we go. So any type of bitchiness has just been completely denied right there. These one arm kettlebell presses near the end of the workout. That's 26 pounds. That's basically a heavy baby. Like, that sucked. That was so shitty. I only got 10 on that last set. I think I was eking close to 50 on this superset for both those kettlebell presses in each arm. And these TRX high rows, again, working on stabilizing my shoulders, improving the stability of my between the armpits and above the knees area. And yeah, all is coming together well. Been here at the cabin for going on a month now, 25 days. Adaptation is occurring. I can feel my strength and stamina coming back, slowly easing myself into training through this max rep set progression, while difficult, is giving me an excellent muscular endurance and work capacity base. I'm extremely excited to continue progressing in this means for as long as possible. Reason being, by progressing these max rep sets, all I'm doing is working on my ability at a weight that I can already do. I'm just improving a skill that I already have. And in no way is that a bad thing. If you can make 135 pounds go from an 8 rep max to a 12 rep max, you can sure as hell believe your 8 rep max and your 5 rep max at the very least will follow suit. They as well will increase. And likewise, when you begin to train in the lower rep ranges as well. So you'll see your 5 rep max progress to maybe a 7 or an 8 rep max, and conversely, the 3 will progress to a 5. So there you have it. It's kind of the theory behind the max rep set progression. All you're trying to do is build the base level of ability within each tier. Each tier has that 10 to 15, 20 to 30, and 30 plus for the T1, T2, and T3. And right now, I feel that my ability in the T1 is pretty low. So I've got to build that ability, shoot for a goal of 15 reps in 3 max rep sets. That gives me an average of 5. And if I can do that and progress the weight as high as I can, eventually I'll allow myself a goal of 10 reps in 3 max rep sets, thereby increasing the intensity, making it a bit heavier, and more of a strength program versus a conditioning or general training plan like what I'm doing now. Thanks for watching the video. Hope you learned something. Subscribe to the channel.